Yeah, I'm going to get all $8 out of that sponsorship tonight. So, yeah, as you can probably tell, How to Save a Life. I'm not singing the song by The Fray. I'm sorry for those of you I disappointed, but what are you going to do? But, so I figured people are lacking knowledge in how to save a life. I assume most of you are familiar with CPR, right? Okay, cool. Yeah, I assume you are. Wonderful procedure, been around since at least the 1500s, or at least theorized. Now, I'm going to show you tonight how to do CPR. Now, in order to do CPR, you need someone who is in need of CPR. Most of the time, this happens because their heart is stopped and they're not breathing. Mostly dead. This will happen often, heart attack, stroke. If you're looking for ways to unnaturally stop someone's heart, see me after the show, I can hook you up. But let's say you're at Red Lobster, enjoying some delicious Cheddar Bay biscuits because they're great. Did you know they sell them in a boxed mix? I found out a few weeks ago, changed my life. But, you know, you're enjoying your meal, and then boom! Guy in the booth behind you just falls over flat, probably have a heart attack. You spring up into action. You run over. You're laying down flat. And this next part is very important. I cannot stress this enough. Make sure they're dead. Because otherwise, you're going to have a very angry person with a team of lawyers coming after you for trying to break a sternum at Red Lobster. But, so this is my invisible dead body. I created an invisibility cloak, so I do have a prop tonight. But, make sure they aren't breathing. The industry standard way to do this is to look. You know, you put your head right here. See, is their chest rising up and down? In this case, no. Listen. Put your ear right next to their mouth. Listen for breaths. Also, no. And you can feel. See if they have a heartbeat. No, in this case. You can also, like I do, just ask, hello? Hello? Maddie, you're welcome wherever you are. So you have now determined that this person is indeed dead. You are now ready to start CPR, which involves repeated compressions to the chest. Now, is anyone familiar with the song that they use to teach CPR? Staying Alive! Staying Alive by the Bee Gees. Which is useful because it helps you keep time in the compressions, so you're doing it just right and keeping decent time. Now, when you're doing the compressions, you put your hands like this, you place them down, you go up and down. You don't have to incorporate the Bee Gees into it. I do. So, you're like this. Ha, 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 stay alive, stay alive. Now, for the older guests in the audience who are familiar with more Bee Gees songs, don't sing Tragedy. It just conveys the wrong message. But now that you've started compressions, we're taking this international. Is anyone familiar with what they do in Britain? The song that they use? Thought not. They use Bee Gees now, but they didn't used to. They used a children's song called Nellie the Elephant, which is about a circus elephant from Bombay that runs away to the mountains of India. A tale as old as time, really. But I can't think of anything that would make you less qualified in a situation at Red Lobster. Guy pulls over, crowd is gathered, you go, step away, I am trained in cardiopulmonary resuscitation. Nellie the elephant packed a trunk and ran away from the circus, and off she went with a trumpety trunk. It's ridiculous, and you have this kid from London over here going, what are you doing to me, Dad? And it's just nuts. It's just nuts. But let's say you successfully do this, and you have a good time, and right as emergency services pull up, the guy goes, and he's back to life. The people at the restaurant claps. You have successfully saved a life, right? Wrong. I've looked up the statistics, Mr. CCH, and I must tell you, they are not good. That person that you just saved in Red Lobster, the chance of them surviving 2 weeks in the hospital, 10%. The chance of them ever leaving under their own power and living a happy life, under 0.5%. Now, I know that's depressing, but what I'm trying to say is, you don't actually have to do CPR. These people look terrible. They just look like they got out of the ring with Muhammad Ali and they lost badly. Broken ribs, sternum, bruises everywhere, possibly a collapsed lung. So if you don't feel comfortable with what I've taught you tonight, you can still, at Red Lobster, guy slumps over, you go, I am trained in cardiopulmonary resuscitation. Kneel down. Cock back your fist and start punching him. Nellie the elephant, and it's weird, and everybody's what? And there's still the kid from London. What are you doing to me, Dad? And you're on the news everywhere. It's great. Thank you, Mr. CCH. You've been a wonderful crowd. Have a good night.